If you like this video, why not subscribe?
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the weekly recap Q&A, the show where I sit in my portable audio booth and go over the questions submitted to me last week in comments and emails, and also supply you with a bunch of links that hit the Facebook group. Those are below if you want to look at those now, and this is kind of like a podcast. You can tab away and just listen, although you'll miss the occasional annotation that'll pop up to tell you which video I'm talking about specifically. So a little word about the links below. I'm going to start doing things a little bit differently because I found in the past I've tried to link every single picture that was uploaded to the Facebook group, and there's getting to be so many pictures that it's taking me forever to get all those links. So I'm actually not going to link to photos anymore. I'm only going to link to articles or instructional videos, tutorials, that kind of thing that people post, because I think those are the most valuable. The pictures are valuable too to see what people are doing with all the rigs and everything, but what you should do is join the Facebook group. That link is below. To see all that stuff, because there's just tons of it getting uploaded daily, and it's just so much. It's too much for me to catalog those every single week. It just takes forever, and I don't have the time for that anymore. So I just recommend you join the Facebook group and see what's going on there. I apologize if that's not a good thing for you guys, but that's just something that I have to do in order to be able to get everything else done. So that being said, last week the question of the week was I asked everyone what their favorite DIY build was, and I got all kinds of different responses. The camera stabilizer, I think, was a big one. People like the knob top shoulder rig or the dual shoulder rig on Film Riot. So those rigs I think are the most popular, the shoulder rigs or the handheld rigs. I don't have a shoulder rig, although many people have modified my stabilizer design to make it into a shoulder rig. But those seem to be the most popular, I think, because they're not that expensive to make and they're fairly easy to operate. And then this last week I posted, as many of you know, the Frugal Crane 2.0 episode. A lot of people really liked that. I'm glad. I mean, I guess you guys were waiting for that anxiously, because when I was a little late. I posted it on Thursday instead of Wednesday because I was late getting it together, and I had people commenting saying, where is it? They're really excited to see it. So I'm glad. It seems to went over well. It got a lot of views. It got the most views of any video I've ever posted in the shortest amount of time. It hit 2,000 views in under 24 hours, and I thought that was pretty incredible. So thanks for all the kind words, and I'm glad you're liking the videos, and that one was huge. I think it's going to be a pretty popular one. So anyway, so it's great. The channel's growing really well. Yesterday I had the most subscriptions in one day I've ever had, which was over 100 in one day. That was pretty amazing. We're going to hit 15,000 subscribers today, I think, if we're not there already, and over 1 million views cumulative on all the videos. That's just unbelievable, and I thank you, everybody, for watching and commenting and contributing, because I wouldn't have a show without your help. So, anyway, actually today we have a pretty light episode. Maybe we can get this in under 10 minutes. I've only got like 4 questions, I think, 4 or 5 comments. Things that I didn't find repetitive, because I try not to do the same questions every week. If I get the same questions, I don't do them, because I don't think that's really productive. So, first comment was from the Sabo Fighter, made a comment on the Frugal Crane episode. He said, okay, how in the hell did you do that last crane shot panning from the treetops but moving into the tree at the same time? Frugal dolly? This was really funny because I really thought that was a cool shot, and then I got this question, and I knew that everybody would figure it out if I just didn't say anything, and sure enough they did. This is pretty simple. All I did was, if you recall in the video, there's a shot of me from the crane's perspective, because I had the camera mounted backwards on the tripod mount. Instead of facing outward, which typically would for a crane, it was facing inward, like in that shot when I'm showing myself. And then all I did was I was just panning on the pivot point, or on the fulcrum, which was the tripod, just panning around in a circle, and that's what it looked like. I thought it looked pretty neat too. But it was really cool to see everyone figure the shot out for themselves, and the Sabo Fighter's reaction made me smile. So thanks. I thought that was cool. You guys figured it out. You didn't even need me. All right, we have Olivia J. Latimer commented on the camera crane jib for $30. She asks, what if my tripod quick release plate doesn't have a hole in it like yours does? And I realize this is a challenge for some people, because I have a Bogan 501 head, or if you have a 701 or a 503, they're going to have that quick release plate, which has a big hole on one side, or at the end of it, because that's where you slide the screw mount in and out of. And that's what what I built my crane upon. If you don't have that, people in the Facebook group have come up with some good alternatives. The best one, I think, is like a DJ speaker stand. It's a really heavy-duty tripod. Basically, it holds those mammoth speakers you see DJs have at parties and stuff when they have those. People are posting on the Facebook group how you can get one for like $60, I think. And all you're doing there is then you're just drilling a hole in the top of it, and you can mount the crane the same way that I mounted on my tripod. So there's your hole. Otherwise, you're going to end up having to buy a more expensive tripod, and those are, I mean, like the one when I bought it, it was like $300. So, and that was like, I don't know, 10 years ago. But it's a heavy-duty tripod. It has to hold a lot of weight. So I think the speaker stand is a great alternative for those people in the Facebook group. They came up with a really good way to mount the crane without using a tripod. Of course, then you have to lug around a big speaker stand, but you have to lug around a big tripod also. The nice thing about the tripod is it's dual purpose. All right, the next comment is from Used to Be Awkward, made a comment on the recap DNA Q&A from last week. He says, what computers do you use to edit, and what are the specs? I edit everything that you've ever seen on this channel, with the exception of a couple of the movies I did at school on Final Cut, but I edit everything on Sony Vegas Pro, and it's on a Sony Vaio laptop that's actually a couple of years old. It's definitely due for an upgrade, but it's just a dual-core basic laptop. It costs like $700 or something, nothing really fancy. It just has kind of I think it has a 500 gigabyte drive on it, maybe not even that big, I don't know, but it's been pretty good, and I've been pretty happy with it, and I've done all my stuff, and I have to have a laptop because I'm always running around, and I can edit anywhere, so that's what I use. Just a decent, probably medium grade PC laptop. Vidbot asked about recap Q&A show from a couple weeks ago, the One Budget Ideas show. It says, what do you do if your camera records the audio at a slightly different speed than your digital recorder? You may start out in sync, but as the video proceeds, every tenth of a section would probably add up so that by the middle or the end of your video, the audio is not matched. Ah, yes, our old friend audio drift. This typically happens when your settings on your recorder are different from the ones in your editor or your master timeline or whatever. So you just have to match those up. You check whatever. Typically, you're recording digital video at 48 kilohertz or digital audio at 48 kilohertz. And you just want to make sure that those settings in your timeline match. Otherwise, you're going to have to re-encode your audio to match those of the settings of your video, and they should be okay. But there's going to be some kind of re-encoding going on. I don't think you're not going to be able to just make an adjustment in your editor. You're going to have to alter something. So your audio is probably the easiest to do in Sony Vegas. You can easily, just re-encode it. Just change your settings and then re-encode it as an audio file. Wave probably would be the best one. And that's it. So that's all the questions I had this week. Like I said, fairly light day. This week, I was going to talk about a question this week. Some people have brought up on the Facebook group that maybe we need to start a Frugal Filmmaker forum, like an official forum that's outside of Facebook. Because the problem with the Facebook group, there's a problem with it, but it's not as convenient as a forum because it's basically one category, the whole thing, as far as you post something and then 10 other people post something, and it'll drive your post down immediately, and someone might not see it, so things tend to get lost. There's a search feature now in the Facebook group so that you can look for certain categories, but it's not as nice as a actual forum like DVX User or something like that, where you actually have categories. If you want to post something about, let's say, we could have categories about DIY, well, specific DIY builds, a crane, a stabilizer, a dolly, whatever. And that would be much more convenient and probably better all around. The only caveat there is that then you need a forum moderator, and that's probably, if not a full-time job, a part-time job, keeping track of everything. And I'm not sure if I have the time to do that, and I would love to have somebody else do that. I don't know if I should ask for a volunteer because I can't pay anybody. But I don't know, what do you guys think? You guys want a separate forum? Do you think a separate forum is a good idea? Do you think it's worthwhile? Do you think I should just stick with Facebook? The Facebook group's been great and it's grown really fast, but I think it's becoming almost too big for its britches because, like I said, if you want to find something, it can be kind of difficult because there's so much information. And then a forum would also have room for stickies, which is like questions or FAQ files. frequently asked questions that people ask all the time, because we get a lot of the same questions. Obviously, people discover the group, they ask a question, but they don't know if 100 other people have asked it already. So is the forum a good idea? And if so, would somebody else be willing to moderate it? I think is a great question, because I know that I couldn't with everything going on with me in my crazy busy life. So at any rate, that's our recap show for this week. Links are below. Check out the Facebook group, the blog, and Twitter. Those links are below to get totally plugged in. And thanks for your support again. A lot of great things are happening. A lot of great things are coming. So stay tuned, and I guess and this week I'm going to hopefully do some audio recaps about that whole EQ thing that I kind of blew a couple weeks ago. I got some help from some other people, and I should have a decent post this week that might clarify or add a little expertise to how to EQ audio in post. At any rate, we'll see you next Monday. Bye.